Arsenal Matchday live here onto the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone at the same time streaming onto Rokani Media. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? This is RD doing all this for you onto this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. When you look at what's happening right now, a team which goes by names of Manchester United is losing to a team which goes by names of Watford by how many goals to nil? By 2 goals to 1 in there. And West Ham is losing to Wolves by 1 goal to 0. Brighton 0-0, Crystal Palace 3-3 in there, with a team which goes by names of Brentford. Southampton is losing to a team which goes by the names of what? Those are the fixtures right now. And United was given a red card. United player who goes by names of Maguire, happening to be a captain, was red carded out of this game. And let's not take much into that because most Arsenal fans don't want to hear this. They only want to hear Liverpool Arsenal in there. Smash the like button, comment and share. Liverpool versus Arsenal Matchday live. Than the preview in here. This is what we do and this is what we always do. It's a big game in here. Arsenal coming into this game of football, if at all they win against Liverpool, they are going to go into the 4th position and they will be ahead of Manchester United in there, and Liverpool will drop into a 5th position, and United is really lagging behind at 17 points, and right now they are into that 18th. They're into the 8th position at the league table. That is a team which goes by the names of Manchester United. Now, when you look at Arsenal, the confirmed team news is already out. Let's jump into this. The confirmed team news of a team, first and foremost, of a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Smash the like button, comment and share. Arsenal are playing with a man who goes by names of Ramsdale in goal, Tomiyasu right back, Ben White and Gabriel playing as the left back, playing as the central defenders. Nuno Tavares, I'm surprised by Nuno Tavares because I thought a man who goes by name Kianti, and having played well in his team, in his home team, Scotland, against into the World Cup, FIFA World Cup qualifiers, I thought the manager would trust him and play into that position, but thank God enough, Nuno Tavares has taken this to the next level in there. The other player that is into this is Thomas Partey. Many of you thought he was doubtful to attend or play this game of football, but he was really brought in there and recovered, having missed out to the double header of Ghana as they really qualified for the knockout stages of the World Cup, though Ghana was put into a report. They were reported to FIFA, and there is a case that they are really going to listen to in here, and we don't know the result what will be. Sambi Lokonga is playing the double midfield pivot alongside Thomas Partey. Emily Smith-Rowe is playing off the left attacking side of the midfield, with Bukayo Saka playing in there as the right attacking midfielder. Lacazette is playing as a central attacking midfielder, playing behind Aubameyang, who is leading the line for a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Substitutes include Leno, Cedric, Holding, Kianti, and Maitland-Niles, El Nini, Odegaard, Pepe, and Martinelli in there. Those are the substitutes of a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and that's what Arsenal has for us today in here onto the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone plus Rokan Media. You can as well go into the comment section and tell us your prediction of this game, and do you think Mikel Arteta has really brought up a team that can give a team which goes by names of Liverpool a very big challenge in there? Now, after looking at the lineup of Arsenal, allow us go to a lineup of a team which goes by the names of Liverpool in there. Remember, Liverpool is a team that really needs a win. Mohamed Salah is on fire, but he has not yet scored in the previous. I think he last scored against the side which goes by names of Manchester United. In the game that they really drew, there is a game that they drew against Crystal Palace, he never scored a goal. And there is another game they played, and they never played well, by the way, ever since then. Apart from the Champions League, Mohamed Salah really scored a couple of goals in there. But in what we call the Premier League, Mohamed Salah is in a goal drought of like 3 or 2 games in there. After hitting United 5-0 and he scored a hat-trick, he has never really scored again. That is a man who goes by the names of Mohamed Salah. When you look at their starting lineup, remember they play a 4-3-3. They're having Alisson in goal. As usual, he is unshakable and unremovable. Trent Alexander-Arnold, right back. Joel Matip and Virgil van Dijk are playing as the central defenders into this game. Fabinho, Thiago Silva, and Oxlade-Chamberlain are playing as the 3 midfielders behind, or in front of the back 4 of Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Tomiskas, and Van Dijk. Remember, Tomiskas has come in for a man who goes by names of Robertson, who got a hamstring injury during the World Cup qualifier break that saw him get an injury as they played against a team which goes by names of Scotland. It was it Belgium? I remember, and they played Israel in there. That is a team which goes by names of Scotland. Mohamed Salah, Jota, and Sadio Mane are leading the line of a team which goes by the names of of a team which goes by names of Liverpool in there. So smash the like button, comment and share. Go into the live chat and you can now tell us your prediction. How do you think this game is going to end? Who do you think is winning this one? Because Arsenal needs this win and Liverpool needs this win too, as United is into the 89th minute. It's still 2-1, Watford in the lead, and Manchester United are really losing this. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is he surviving this game? That is the big question that most of us are having onto this so-called platform in there. So we come into this game of football when Arsenal is placed 5th, just 2 points behind Liverpool, and Liverpool really needs a win too in this game of football. When you look at their results, Mikel Arteta, when you look at their previous results, Arsenal really shows you that they can really put up a fight and get a result against a side which goes by the names of Liverpool in there. But it's going to be really hard, because when you look at the stats between Arsenal and Liverpool and the player per player, lots of things have really gone bad for a team which goes by names of Arsenal against Liverpool, because Liverpool really has come out and given Arteta a very big beating in his entire career into the Premier League in here. So Liverpool comes into this game with injured players like Robertson. It's a very big blow because he flies very well onto that line in there, that flank. He flies very well. That is a man who goes by the names of Robertson in there. But when you go to the pitch, Liverpool with a 4-3-3 and Arsenal coming with a 4-2-3-1, it shows you that when you look at the attacking force of Liverpool, it's really going to give the back four of Arsenal a very big test, because you see these three players, even if others don't add, the Fabinhos, the Oxlade-Chamberlains, who is that other player who is playing for Liverpool into that so-called midfield? Because is it Naby Keita? Let me check here and see. It's Fabinho, Thiago Alcantara. So even if they don't give them support, these three players can really contain the ball very well, and after containing that ball very well, they really can sit down defenders and see themselves score goals for fun in there for a team which goes by the names of Liverpool. United have conceded a third goal in there, and it's 3-1 in there. Manchester United is losing, and we don't know whether Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to survive this time around. Let's get back to our game of Arsenal versus Liverpool in there. I'm just giving you an update to let you know what is happening at the stadium where United is playing a side which goes by the names of Liverpool. A side which goes by names of Watford. Now, when you look at Sadio Mane, look at Diego Jota and Mohamed Salah, they are really going to give Arsenal a very, 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 very big problem. Look at Mohamed Salah versus Nuno Tavares, because Nuno Tavares does not have defensive discipline. He's good going forward, and that shows you that a man who manages Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, has come out and said, no, come what may, I'm really going to see myself go ahead and attack a team which goes by names of Liverpool. Now we don't know how this is going to end. Is it going to end in tears for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal? I don't know, but even Arsenal looks like they're ready to suffocate a team which goes by names of Liverpool, because bringing Nuno Tavares, who is defensively not very good but going forward is good, shows you that you also want to utilize those spaces that Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to leave, because Trent Alexander-Arnold is that right fullback who always flies out very well when United is playing. When Liverpool is playing, that space is always empty. Remember that game last season when Aston Villa saw itself put 7 past Liverpool? They used that side of Trent Alexander-Arnold a lot, and they really saw themselves going in there and pressing that side left, right and center. Very many balls were thrown into that side, and oh my, things went to a very bad side. And I think Arsenal are really doing their game plan, because that's where Emile Smith Rowe also plays from. You are going to see Emile Smith Rowe just diving deep into the midfield, but looking for space that is being left by Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I'm thinking I'm going to see very many balls coming from the midfield and switching it to that side in there, because that space is always empty. It's always empty. And there is supposed to be a very good central defensive discipline of Fabinho, because he has to watch that side a lot. Because I think that's where the game plan of Arsenal is really going to be a lot. Because Bukayo Saka versus Tomiskas, I think it's going to be a fair battle, because Bukayo Saka is really good with his left foot, but Tomiskas defensively is good, and even going forward is good, but experience-wise, Bukayo Saka has played very many games of football in there. So smash the like button, comment and share, go into the chat and live chat and tell us what you think about this game of football, where Arsenal is hosting a team which goes by names of Liverpool in here onto the Moroccan media and the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone, as Liverpool is looking to get its win in here, but a team which goes by names of Arsenal also that don't want to lose, because if at all you lose, yet United has lost, you are failing to stretch that gap in between you and Manchester United. Remember, the gap between Manchester United and Arsenal are just, let me have a look at the table, because Arsenal are having 20 points and Man United are having 17 for starters. So Manchester United is now 12 points behind the leaders, which are Chelsea, and they are playing Chelsea next. And I really feel like they've just considered a fourth goal in here, and it's Josh King who has scored. So it shows you that if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not sacked, because I'm talking all this because I'm including it all, because there is live football games that are really going on right now, and we are really doing this so-called match day live preview against Chelsea, against Liverpool and Arsenal in there. So Liverpool is really on the high, though they've been really having a very bad side. The previous games Liverpool have played in the Premier League have not been good for them. Remember, they drew against the side which goes by the names of Crystal Palace. You remember, when you look at that fixture, they drew against Crystal Palace. That's the recent game that they played in there. They drew against Crystal Palace in there. And no, they drew against Brighton 2-2, and they lost to... They gave United, they lost to West Ham 3-2 their last game, and they drew with Brighton 2-2 in there. So it shows you that they are not into a winning form. They've not won a game ever since they played against the team which goes by the names of Manchester United, and they put how many goals past United? They were 5 goals past United in there. And Arsenal's recent form is really great, because Arsenal, their previous game, they won against Watford. Currently, that is winning against Manchester United by 4-0. The game has just ended. Arsenal won against the team which goes by names of Watford by 1-0. Emily Smith-Rowe. Arsenal won against Aston Villa by 3-1, and they went ahead because they have 3 previous wins. That is Arsenal in there for you. I remember Aston Villa, and Leicester City. So Arsenal has won against Leeds in the Carabao Cup. They won against Aston Villa 3-1. They won against Leicester City by 2-0, and they won against Watford by 1-0. So it shows you that Arsenal is enjoying a very big run of form, and we wait and see what is really going to happen into this game, because both teams really feel like this is the game they're supposed to win to enlighten their chances of really going into the top 4. If at all Arsenal wins, they go straight into the top 4. They go ahead of Liverpool. Liverpool wins, it goes ahead of Arsenal, and it creates another big gap in between it and the team which goes by names of Manchester United in there. So Emily Smith-Rowe is the man to watch at Arsenal, according to me, because he has been on fire for the previous games in there. But I think a manager like Mikel Arteta wouldn't like the situation that they've been in when they go into the international break. With the form that Arsenal has been holding in the previous 4 games they've played, I think they've just conceded 1 goal, and they scored 3 against Aston Villa, 1 against Watford, 2 against Leicester City, and 2 against close to 10 goals in their previous 4 games. It is a form that Arsenal doesn't want to lose any game in there. And going away for like 2 weeks without playing, it shows you that it's really going to affect a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and I don't know how they're really going to react to it here onto the game that they're going to play today against a side which goes by the names of of Liverpool. Liverpool's key man is Mohamed Salah. He's really scoring for fun and he has scored very many goals this season. That is more Salah for you. And this is the very big test for the Arsenal defense. I've always told you when I'm doing these previews, especially on a team which goes by names of Arsenal, that their centre-back partnership has been tested on very many games. But this is my last test for this back central defense of Arsenal, of a man who goes by the names of Ben White and Gabriel Magalhaes, because when you look at Gabriel Magalhaes has really come out and done a lot of things in there ever since he came in at Arsenal. And when they brought in Ben White from Brighton, they've really had a very solid defense. I think they've only conceded, the goals I remember they've conceded in the Premier League, they conceded 2 against Crystal Palace, they conceded 1 against Spurs, and one against a team which team is that? A team which goes by the names of Aston Villa. Those are only 4 goals they've conceded. So today they face Mohamed Salah, a man who is scoring for fun this season. He has close to 10 goals plus. That is Mohamed Salah this season. He is on fire. And if I told you I talk about players that are really heavy on form, he's on form, but he has not scored. He never scored in the game of Crystal Palace. That is more Salah for you. And we'll wait and see what is going to be on the game of football. Now, when you look at Gabriel Magalhaes and Ben White, they need to watch these 3 forwards of Liverpool, because no one has a standard position. You'll see Mo Salah playing as a centre forward. You'll see Sadio Mane playing as a right attacking midfielder. Their movements are mobile, so it needs them to be highly alert every time they see these players come through, because they are confusing. They have a way they play this game of football that is very confusing, and if at all you don't observe them very well, you'll see yourself going out of this and you'll see them score against you. That is a team which goes by names of Liverpool, as they talk on the side which goes by the names of Arsenal in there. So they have to be very observant. Thomas Partey and Lokonga into that midfield. They have to tight mark. They have to get Fabinho out of play, because the only way you should get Liverpool out of play is take out Fabinho, because Fabinho is the one that is going to get that ball from the CDF, from the defenders. That is Joe Matip, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, the goalkeeper Alisson, and Tomiskas, to give this ball to get it and serve it to the likes of the Mo Salahs of this world. And if at all you suffocate him and you do a press that is really high, you'll see yourself creating spaces that are really going to cause trouble to a team which goes by the names of Liverpool in there. But I think Arsenal's midfield of Lokonga and Thomas Partey is really good. I really like it, because there is the way they have a very good communication in between themselves, and I really like it when it comes to this level of football when they are playing like this. So go into the live chat and tell me what you think about this game, Liverpool versus Arsenal Matchday Live, as Arsenal have really gone ahead to bring in a lineup that is attack-minded, and Arteta is ready to see to it that he goes toe-to-toe with the team which goes by names of Arsenal. So smash the like button, comment and share. We go by the names of the Rokan Media and the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. We live stream this game in there, but it's Liverpool versus Arsenal. The lineups are confirmed, and your prediction is really needed in here. I think my prediction for this game is really tricky, because I feel like Arsenal can come up and shock Liverpool, but Liverpool have an upper hand. Being at Anfield, I feel like Liverpool are really going to come up and give Arsenal a chase for their money, and they're really going to win this one. That's what I really think, and I think Liverpool is really going to come up and win. That's it. The best Arsenal can do, I think, is a draw. They can force a draw out of this game, but I don't see them coming through game in, game out to squeeze a team which goes by names of Liverpool, and they squeeze a win out of it. You never know in the game of Liverpool. In the game of football, shocks are always a variable, but wait and see which shock is really going to come up into a side which goes by names of Liverpool in there, because I really feel like Liverpool needs this one. The previous 2 games in the Premier League, they've not won. They lost to Brighton. They lost to a side which goes by names of They drew with a side which goes by names of Brighton. They lost to West Ham 3-2, and so it shows you that it's really going to be a very hard time for a team which goes by names of Arsenal there, because Liverpool looks like they are win hungry. Arsenal just won in the previous how many games? In the previous 3 games, Arsenal has 9 points, and they've registered maximum wins in there, and those are maximum points in there for you. So to me, I really feel like Arsenal are really on a form, but Liverpool really they're at home at Anfield and they cannot afford themselves see themselves lose to a side which goes by names of Arsenal. Smash the like button, comment and share. I'm really calling for your reactions and your predictions into this game of football. Come up and tell me, who do you think is really going to win? Let me put up the poll. Who is winning? Who is winning? Arsenal, Liverpool. Who is winning this game? I'm really adding a poll in here. Liverpool or Arsenal? I really want to see you guys come up and tell me, who do you think is really going to win? Arsenal or Liverpool? Who is winning this one? Who is winning? Who is winning? Is it Arsenal or Liverpool? It's already up there. You can as well come in and tell me how many votes you people can cast. You can vote into there. Tell me who is winning this game of football. Liverpool playing a side which goes by names of Arsenal. But when you look at Liverpool, they are really threatened even in the aerial balls with the presence of Virgil van Dijk as their captain. So with the presence of Virgil van Dijk, you just know that those corners are really going to come through and free kicks. You look at Trent Alexander-Arnold. He scores free kicks for fun. His crosses are really good. However much they came up and the researchers come out and shown us that every 64 crosses are equivalent to 1 goal. But I think for Liverpool, it's something different altogether because Trent Alexander-Arnold has put in very many crosses in there because he reached an extent when each and every game of football, 25 crosses. He used to put in 25, and Kian Tierney, who is on bench of Arsenal, had recorded a minimum of 7 crosses per game. So it shows you that Liverpool uses that wide play in there. They stretch the field a lot. And my worry goes with Nuno Tavares, especially for the Arsenal fans, because Nuno Tavares is really a player who is attack-minded. He leaves spaces there, and who is going to cover him up? Is it Lokonga or Thomas Partey? Because I think that's the side that's going to be very busy. Because when you look at the other side of the right back, Tomiyasu is really hard, and I think Sadio Mane is going to have a hard time in there, and I think Sadio Mane won't really enjoy this game of football because Tomiyasu is really one of the players that I really admire at Arsenal. He plays very well, he blocks very well, he heads very well, and he really slides into that ball very well if at all he's attacked. He does not allow very many crosses from his side, but I would like to see today how does Nuno Tavares play against a someone who goes by names of Mohamed Salah, because Salah looks to be a very deadly and dangerous forward in there. His left foot, he takes his time, he has the pace, he can do a killer pass, and how can you mark Salah out of the game? That's my question, because even the games that Salah has not scored, at least he has managed to register an assist for himself. So it shows you that it's a game of brains. Sorry, it's going to be like a chess game for these managers. You get? It's going to be like a chess game for Arteta and Jurgen Klopp. But for Jurgen Klopp, you just know his team will come in and it will do the expected. They don't change their style of play. They just attack you left, right, and center. That is Jurgen Klopp's team. Don't expect them to come through and say that they might be fearing to attack a team which goes by names of Arsenal. They'll come up and take that ball to Arsenal day in, day out. So to me, I really feel like Arsenal are really having a very hard time into this game of football, that they're really going to play against a side which goes by names of Liverpool, because even their manager, however much they've gone 10 games unbeaten, it's not yet confirmed that he's really the right manager, for the right man for the job at Arsenal, because he started off on a very bad occasion and an excuse was given to him because his players that were expected to be playing for him were out. Thomas Partey was out, Ben White was out, Aubameyang was out, Lacazette was out in there. So he had an excuse for that, but ever since they came up, he has never lost a game of football. And is Liverpool going to stop Arsenal? We wait and see what happens at the Anfield Stadium in there, because I feel like this game is going to be enticing. It's going to be enticing because it's like the battle of the top 4 in there. Arsenal wins, they go direct into the top 4 positions. Liverpool fails to win, they they go out the top four. So this is the battle. Whoever wins, Arsenal wins into the top four positions. Liverpool loses, it goes out. You get? Liverpool wins, it consolidates its position into the top four. So that's what this game of football is all about. It's going to be interesting. No manager is coming to defend. When you look at a man who goes by names of Arteta, he has put out his lineup out very well, showing you that he's ready to go in and attack a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Full news. What manager makes the difference in there in this game? That's what we're really going to wait and see in there, because we are really going to see who is good at this attack-minded game, because Liverpool is going to attack Arsenal and Arsenal is still going to attack Liverpool. But I think who is deciding this game? Goalkeepers and the defenders. Because even when Arsenal is going to get chances, Lacazette, Bukayo Saka, Emily Smith-Rowe and Aubameyang are really going to come and frustrate Arsenal. For that I know. They're going to frustrate the defense of Liverpool. For that I know. They are really going to come out and put their energy out to suffocate this team which goes by names of Liverpool, and they want to see themselves just having a win in there. And I know Virgil van Dijk is vulnerable nowadays ever since he came in from injury. So Arsenal has all what to put the defense of Arsenal in Liverpool on panic and create goals in there, and they can score in there, because Emily Smith-Rowe is a direct player. I like him because his decision making is really great. When he decides to attack, he will attack, and when he decides to go all out and put in that assist, he will. And he has a very high work rate. He runs from the other goal line of the pitch to the other goal line of the pitch. You get? And he is going to do a pivotal role in covering up Nuno Tavares, because if at all Nuno Tavares is left to a man only who goes by the names of Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold, because they'll come too. They come too and they attack you. Trent is good. He sometimes drifts into the middle of the park. Salah drifts into the central forward position, and Sadio Mane also. They are X's. Back in the days when football was still about number 9 and number 10, that's why they are called twins, because they played like this. Twin, that's why they are called twins. You would see a forward doing an X in there. Now, you will see Mohamed Salah and Diego Jota and Sadio Mane. They are three like this. They are three like this. This is Salah, this is Jota, and this is Sadio Mane. Now what they are really going to do is Salah, this is Salah. Salah can come up and play this side where Sadio Mane is, and Sadio Mane will cross in and become a center forward. The center forward will go in. This is Jota, and play as a right attacking midfielder. So this is what Arsenal has to observe, because their interplay is really great, and people like Thiago Alcantara, they have a killer pass with them. Arsenal should watch out on that killer pass, because he works with it. That's why Xavi, the new manager of Barcelona, wants him back at the Camp Nou. He wants him back. That's the reason, because he knows he is good when he's playing in the deep lying midfield, and he can really come up and do the needful and create in for Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane or Diego Jota. But the beauty of him is that he's a slow player. He's a slow player. That is a man who goes by means of Alcantara. He's a slow player, and if at all they manage to suffocate those two players, to me I really think that Arsenal's job should be on two players, Thiago Alcantara and Fabinho. Don't let them release that pass, because Oxlade-Chamberlain is not this player who will do that killer pass. He's just a workaholic player. He'll run over you, he'll do a shot. But if at all you stop the supply from Thiago Alcantara and Fabinho, you would have cut off the supply to see him doing the needful to the likes of Salah, Jota, and a man who goes by the names of Sadio Mane, because you'll be suffocating them. They won't be getting that game of football, because you'd have cut off the supply. If at all you don't cut off the supply when you are Arsenal, then your keeper, Aaron Ramsdale, who is one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League right now, will have to save you. Gabriel Magalhaes and Ben White are going to have a busy night. It's going to be a busy night. They are going to be attacked left, right, and center. And trust me, oh my, they are really going to face it rough. That's what I really can promise you in there. People, I'm having in 4 votes in here. 2 are saying that Arsenal are winning and 2 are saying Liverpool are winning. So thank you for those votes that you brought in here onto the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone and Rokan Media. Smash the like button, comment, and your prediction is welcome into the live chat below of Liverpool versus the side which goes by names of Arsenal. So that's what we had for you here onto the 2 channels we are streaming on. Arsenal is taking on Liverpool. To me, I really think Liverpool is taking it on. And if at all it doesn't, the best I think Arsenal can get out of this game is a draw. That's what I think here onto these channels. The Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone plus Rokan Media. Smash the like button. Your reactions are welcome into the comment section below. After this game, we are going to come back with a live match reaction of this game. Liverpool versus the side which goes by names of Arsenal. I'm signing out for now. See you later. Manchester United. Sorry, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, if he does not get a sack, I don't know what this board will be all about, but I think his time at United has ended. Let's go into the game of Liverpool versus the side which goes by names of Arsenal. In there, you never know, we might come here and do a watch along of Liverpool versus Arsenal.